Folks, good morning. How are you? Welcome to Monday, the 29th of September. Hey, Halloween's not far off. You know what that means? There's a whole bunch of other things that aren't far off. So let me share some information that'll take your mind off that it's Monday morning. And here is the Phoenix website, pbx.ca. And member of the week is Q. And Q, she helps you get life insurance, disability insurance, all that kind of good stuff. Want to know more about it? Click on Q's e-card, or you can also listen to her speak about what she does. Bell's Corners, here we are, 8 a.m. to 9 Eastern. Click this button and you'll be able to join us. Wednesday morning, 8 to 9, East End Group, same thing. Thursday, South End Group, 8 to 9, same thing. Come on in. Check out what we're all about. There are benefits. It's a community of other businesses. Plus, we also help market your existence to the rest of the universe. And you know what? If someone doesn't know you're there, it's going to sell as much. So come on in. And we have a Thursday afternoon session of 1 to 2. October 7th, we have an after hours group, and that is led by Penny Lee. And it's about staying on target with your goals, either personal or business that you share. East Trade Winds is meeting every Tuesday, 8 to 9. That's tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. Free to join in, and it's business networking across Canada and some folks from overseas. Facebook Live Meditation, 1:30 on Fridays, and you just get the Zen in that space with Tony. And speaking of Tony, he also has a sound bathing event October 29th at 7 p.m. Penny Lee's got the dance and movement is medicine with Nia classes. She has them both online and in person. Check out the link and follow the rabbit hole. She also has a potluck on the 10th at 6:30 p.m. That's an in-person event. Bring food and share. South End Group is having a hybrid in-person and a Zoom meeting on October 23rd at 7:30. So that would be the Thursday group, but they're meeting at 7:30 on the 23rd in person. Here's somebody talking today. You want to know more about them? Can't see their e-card, can't see their QR directory. Click, or can't see their QR code. Click on the QR directory for all members. Look them up because that's how we have that information shareable. And speaking of the e-cards, we've had over 3,100 hits using the cards since January. That means it's a good marketing push. Over $4.9 million worth of business just between members since 2016. Year to date, $163,350 between members, which brings me to a point. We're end of month, and if you've made purchases from other members, relay the information to Tony. He doesn't need the specifics, but he is looking to gather the information because it gains weight for what's going on. We're going to get some words of wisdom from the wonderful, beautiful Mike Wazowski. And Mike, over to you, sir.
Good morning. Thank you, Bernie. Thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. It was a beautiful weekend that we had here, and we have a whole nice week of great weather ahead of us. So very fortunate at this time. And so one of the things I want to talk about, I mean, it's stupid simple, but sometimes we forget because we get caught up with all the noise in the world is listening. And we had a little bit of jocularity this morning about listening and how some of our members, are not fully tuned in. No, I'm only joking. So let's get going here on about listening. And so truly is one of the most effective ways to enhance your connections with others is to be present and to be fully engaged in that moment. And most of the time, it means to be present when they're speaking. Really listen. Could you give your full attention? You know what? To be honest with you, sometimes because of things going in our head or whatever, it's hard to do. But, and it might, and as I repeated, it might not be groundbreaking information. It might even seem small, but never underestimate the power of helping a person feel heard. And so what do you want more of in life? Enhance relationships, enjoy the people in your life more fully, increase your intelligence and problem-solving abilities, sense of humor, natural joy in living, with a loving awareness, compassion, and care for others, with gratitude, appreciation that holds authentic respect, ongoing well-being and awareness of self and others. The flow and state of knowing what to do, when to do. Perhaps perhaps there are also things you want less of. Do any of these resonate? Less stress, anxiety. I'm all about that. Overwhelm, understanding your emotional triggers. I'm a good one for that one. Navigating the transformation of life issues personally and professionally. Where do you cut off the line? And so to achieve, I think, anyway, and so does this person that wrote this information that I received it from, to achieve uplifting success in your life, increase awareness, make informed decisions, achieve your desired outcomes. Don't underestimate the power of focusing, listening when the opportunity arises. If you want to rise, do the difficult.
Mike, thank you so much. And we have a LinkedIn Live post that's ongoing. The feed is in the chat, and we're going to start off with doing our intros. And Shane, as promised, you're up, and then we'll follow with Kat, then Eric. Eric's got enough warning now that he knows I'm coming around. Shane, over to you, sir.
Eric doesn't need warning. I think he's doing great. Anyways, all good. Hey, guys, quiet. Dad's talking. All right, can you hear me, everybody?
You're good. You're
okay.
You're a bit broken up, but that's okay. We love you still.
It's my fault from before, I guess, where we had the concussion walk this past weekend. But since you guys couldn't hear me of anything I said, there was no promotion of the concussion walk because I talked about that for the last 3 weeks. Anyways, all good. I know you guys are saving your energy. All your introverts out there, you're saving that energy. Extroverts, you're just rearing for next year. Don't worry, it'll be on again next year. Usually it's the last week in September. On the Saturday, we went to Manitic. It was a beautiful weather. We had everyone coming out. We did a little bit of a walk. We had restorative yoga at 12:30. Oh, I'll change this here because I know people get mad when I don't do this too. So restorative yoga. We had some treats, leftover treats as usual for different things. There was a farmer's market. So it was a really, really nice venue. We've been in our office before, and obviously there's traffic because of Costco and stuff, but not like the nice, calming feeling that a lot of concussion people have. We had a lot of great questions. Met with a lot of vendors and just the community. The Legion was there. Ross was there. Fleming Fitness was one of our sponsors. Adam Mills for Royal LePage. Realty real estate kind of thing. So he was a big sponsor of ours as well. So had a lot of great people come out and help us out. So, if you know anybody who has concussion or anything like that, make sure you guys, ask me about it. It's a good time to see people and do that. So anyways, I better get going. People are yelling at me in the background here. So all good. I'll keep it. I don't know. Was that 5 minutes, guys? I'm hoping that was a little bit less for everybody, but it's all good. I do appreciate, though, you guys telling me how to improve my information so you can hear me. Whole point is to get information across here and doing that. So I know I'm a big, scary guy, but I do appreciate everybody's input and doing that. So thanks again, and I hope everyone's doing well. I'm Pro Action Health and Performance. I'm Dr. Shane Spalis, and hopefully we can help you guys out. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.
Shane, thank you so much. Next quick promo. If you need someone to step in for you to cover your presentation, as in like your who are you, Mike Wazowski is out there to help you. Kat, over to you, and then Eric, and then Jacqueline.
So hi everybody, I'm Kat. I want to kind of piggyback on what Mike was saying, but in a different way. So how many of you have been putting messages out on social media, on emails, on your website, that you kind of feel your customers are just not listening? They're not getting what's going on with you and your business and why they should be connecting with you. So what I'm looking for is people who feel like that, to have a conversation with them, to find out why your customers are not listening. So is it because your post is littered with spelling mistakes? Is it because your sentences don't make sense? Are you talking to the right people in the right place at the right time? Because if your customers don't listen to you, you don't get business. You don't get business, you don't make money, and then we've got a problem. So if you feel that you would benefit from having a conversation to see how we can get people to improve your connections and people listening to you, then please reach out to me. Thank you, Bernie.
Thank you, Kat. And East Trade Winds, there is the Zoom link to come on in and when you can, no cost. Eric and then Jacqueline. Eric, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bernie. I am a student of the 90-10 rule. 90% of the time you listen, 10% of the time you talk. And, it helps if you take, courses on it. It helps if you take yoga, the new elements in yoga about being present. That all helps. But it also helps to know who you are and who you're not. So my wife is an extrovert. And when I go to a client for dinner, or we meet in a restaurant with his wife and my wife and so on, this is what the conversation going home sounds like. This is my wife speaking. You didn't tell me that they have children. You didn't tell me that his wife, was unemployed, that she lost her job. You didn't tell me that his daughter, left town. And I always look to her and I say, Deb, I am an accountant. I am not their psychiatrist. So you have to know who you are, and you have to know, what you do. And in accounting, we sometimes do not go that personal. We let the client open up in the person. And in accounting, we give open-ended questions. We never give, a question that is closing a statement that closes a conversation. We always, most of the time, we give a statement that opens a conversation. But all of that takes training. Now, besides that, I have news for you. We are officially out of summer. Now, that's number one. Number two, I took a very depressing course last week with the Association of Tax Accountants. And what's coming, and we got presentations from people who from QuickBooks and Sage, and people who write software for our clients. And all of them made a presentation saying that the days of desktop anything are finished. That everything from now on, as we move forward, will be on the cloud. So either we put the client on the cloud, or the client is already on the cloud. We will not have a desktop client in 2 years from now. So the only people who are holding back are the tax preparing software for accountants, because our tax preparing software is still based on, still something that we have on our machines. But that is also disappearing. So what's happening is that newer companies that are in that field are doing web-based programs, and the people who in Canada who did desktop programs, they either change and compete with them, or they'll disappear. Yeah, I got a presentation on what looks like my practice management software, and as you know, I merged with a larger practice. Well, they're already on the cloud with that, and the cloud version of my software looks like small town, hick town type of software compared to what the other software for practice management does. Now, we are not moving entirely to it yet, but eventually, by the end of this year, my practice management software will be called something else, probably Countable, and it will be web-based. And it will be, we will put everything about the life of the project that we know on it, and it will stay there for a long time. The other thing that's happening is that the receptionist job in an accounting office is over. When you call, a larger accounting practice, You hear someone talk to you, but they're not real. The first person that talks to you when you call, Peter for an appointment, you don't know that Peter is not there, or that Peter is home, or Peter is a client. The artificial intelligence system says, Peter is not here, is out at a client's right now. Do you want to set up an appointment? They access Peter's calendar. They look at where Peter said that he could see people. They put it there, and they send an email to Peter. All of that with artificial intelligence. And the other thing that's happening with artificial intelligence is my grandchildren will talk to their kids about when my grandparents were around. They had a job called a bookkeeper, because bookkeeping is the messages on the wall about bookkeeping, because all of these web-based bookkeeping programs talks to scanners. So you scan your receipt in, and they're smart enough to know where the receipt belongs. Or the accountant will code the receipt, will call the program saying, whenever you see Esso is gasoline, whenever you see, Staples is office supplies. And when you put those receipts on, it will code it. And that is already here. That is already here. So what I was told is, you either join or you get off the boat. You either start, conduct, or driving the boat with us, or you get off the boat. And that is frightening. And I said to myself, boy, I merged with these guys at the right time, because I don't have the resources to do all of this by myself. So now in a large company, we can divvy up work, and we can do things, that would be prohibitive if it was by myself. Anyways, this is not depressing. This is elevating. Get to learn the web and learn it well. And by the way, these guys said that there's no problems with the web, that it's totally safe. The message that they give you all the time, right? These guys that write the software, and all I know is that the guys who sell me professional liability insurance were also there, but they didn't make a presentation. They were just listening to these guys, because they know that our fees are going to go up as soon as we go on the web. Now they have web insurance for auditors and accountants. Web
Eric,
insurance is that you pay more to insure your activity in the web.
Eric, thank you so much. And no doom and gloom, just increased costs, and cloud. We're going to be vaporware. And we're going to just a quick promo. We are looking for an auto glass repair service. If you know of one, I have them reach out to Penny Lee. Jacqueline. And did I say who's next? Did I say that perhaps it was Mike after that? Yeah, I did. Jacqueline, over to you, ma'am.
And today it is a beautiful sunny day. And I have to say, when I took a breath and I lifted my shoulders and I took them back and I released them down, and I was thinking, I was so happy to have the opportunity to speak to a group of female entrepreneurs about where their next steps could be with regard to money management. Before I did that, though, I was, as Sterling, Josh talked about Windows 11. And I thought, oh my gosh, my computer needs to be updated. And so then I contacted someone who knew about my computer, who said, you already paid for it. All you need to do is make a phone call and they will take care of it for you. And I thought, I had no idea. So I did take another long, deep breath with gratitude that as I'm speaking to these women about financial scenarios, I had been doing my scenarios for my website and for my computer, and I didn't even know it. It takes someone to remind you you are on top of things. And that's what I help my clients do, remind them that they are on top of things. So when you're looking for strategies for your mortgage money, get your reminder and call your mortgage honey.
Jacqueline, thank you so much. And nice quick promo item is that if you're not around, and I don't know if I did this one already. It's not, yeah, I did do it. Mike, if Mike's been around, Mike's been around. And I'm going to swing over to Mike. Mike, go ahead, sir. My rhythm's gone.
Thank you, Bernie. So Mike from We Care Focus, distracted and defensive safety driving. Distracted driving, along with mental health, is now the #1 societal concern that we have in our communities. Anybody that drives out there sees it all the time. It's ridiculous. And like I said, to reiterate, it's getting worse. And according to Ministry of Transportation, 8 out of 10 accidents are caused because of distracted driving. With the distracted driving team, We Care Focus, we put together a 45-page resource guide. It's one-stop shopping for anything that you could think of, from the top accidents, from texting, peer pressure, road rage, what to do. So many topics. It's all there, and basically we distribute and download that to communities. So, and it's geared to new parents, parents of new drivers and about to be new drivers, and even seasoned drivers. It helps. I get a lot of testimonies from parents that go through this. It's a wonderful resource guide, and really helps put a dent in the statistics of distracted driving. So I have a favorite ask, and I think it's a good referral for We Care Focus. I'm going to send each one an individual link to ask you to be a follower on the Facebook page of We Care Focus. Like it, share it. That's all great. But I think it's really important if you put a comment down, like, yeah, you know what, in my neighborhood, distracted driving is blah, 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 or this is what I think of distracted driving, or anything that comes to your mind and your heart about distracted driving, because people see that and people like to get engaged, which makes more followers. And like Pat was talking about, hopefully these people are listening or what have you, because then that means we can get more of these resource guides out for free, because I get sponsored by community businesses, and that's why it's free to mothers, parents of new drivers. This We Care Focus resource and safety guide. And hopefully, and our hope is that they go through most of the guide. 45 pages, quite intense, but they go through most of it and get a couple of insights to help them with their that they can implement in their driving habits to help them mitigate causing an at-fault accident. An at-fault accident basically is an accident that you have caused. Especially for a 16, 17-year-old, we can just imagine the cost, the ripple effect to insurance companies. It's all in there. So please, very important, make a comment, and I'll send that email out to each one. And I consider that a strong referral for myself and We Care Focus. We Care Focus, steering you straight.
Mike, thank you so much. So we're also looking for a financial planner advisor, and if you know someone, have them reach out to Pin Lee, and that would be for this group. And I'm going to swing over to Sam next. Go ahead, Sam.
Thanks, Bernie. Good morning, everyone. Hope you all had a nice weekend. As everyone mentioned, it was nice and sunny this weekend, and I actually got a little bit of a suntan playing football yesterday. There's my contact information in the chat. Sam Sturz, connectedcars.ca. Dash cameras are my main thing, but I also do minor repairs, oil changes, brake jobs, things like that in vehicles. One thing I want to talk about, because Eric mentioned software, one thing that's happening in the automotive industry, and hopefully it doesn't spread too far, is this proprietary software for diagnostic information. Right now, when your car goes in for repair, there's codes that can be read through scanners that pretty much anybody can buy. There's more sophisticated ones that cost a few $1,000s, but you can buy them. Well, there's actions afoot to change that to where you have to pay for access to that for the manufacturer. This came about, started off in actually Massey Ferguson a few years ago. The farm tractor company had proprietary software that forced people that own the vehicles to go to them to pay to get the diagnostic information. So be aware of that. And if you're out buying a new vehicle, you may ask some questions, because that's going to raise the cost of repairs on your vehicle if you have to pay each time to get that diagnostic information. So be aware of that down the road. And if you buy a vehicle that has proprietary software for access to diagnostic information, you're going to pay more for repairs. So that's part of the game going on, unfortunately, but true. Let's see, BAMS wise. Well, Jack, I'm going to see Jacqueline tomorrow. She asked to do a brake inspection on her vehicle. And Bernie, hopefully later this week, will put that liner into your wife's vehicle. And speaking of brake jobs, Malcolm Sinclair, former Phoenix member, he came to me because he needed brakes on his vehicle. And I repaired that in his vehicle, put new brakes in the front and back of his car. And believe it or not, he has a problem with his fan motor in his car. It's not working, and I'm going to look at that later this week. I bought some equipment to fix that up for it. That's it for me, Sam Stores Connected Cars, today's mobile electronics about the cost of a vehicle, and a heck of a lot more.
Sam, thank you so much. And so you have something that's going on that you want shared in the Phoenix social media channels, send it to Kat Hurd, an image, a story, a link, the stuff that it makes it easy for people to work with and find you. So send it to Kat. Tony, sound time.
Okay, there we go. Hi, everybody. Tony Jennis from Hire Yourself. I'm the spirit guy of the group. I just finished a weekend of teaching some international students a new technique on some tuning techniques that we're doing here in Canada, and we're really making a mark as to we have innovative ways to heal through sound. And so it was a great class, very intelligent group. And Jacqueline, thank you so much for sending Mike. We used him as a sort of a practice volunteer client of how we would be able to implement this stuff. And so it was great to be able to use some of the locals to be able to experience this new health program. So so if you need any, if you're anything. Things are going on in your life where you're frustrated, and whether it's looking at what direction you want to take your business, the energy of your business has intelligence and it knows where it wants to go optimally. Sometimes when we only make decisions based on what we think is going on, we sometimes go in the wrong direction. Not so much in people listening in something, it just overall it needs to head in a certain direction. Sometimes spending a lot of money on something isn't always necessary, and we just need to know what that timing is all about. So if you come in for a reading, whether it's health, personal challenges, anything, we can do a reading, and then shortly after we could give you a personal tuning session. If you have never had one, we could do a BAM, and that would be free. And so I'd be happy to show you and get you to feel some of this stuff. It's not like flowers where you get the product. This is something more intangible, and it's a feeling. And if you know what that feels like, then it would be something that you may want to pursue down the road. So Tony Jennis from Hire Yourself, we are here to raise your spirits. And ongoing business with Eric Sinego. He's doing all our taxes. And Kat Hurd, thank you so much. Everything you do is just amazing. Love the direction that we can draw from you. It's awesome. Ongoing working with Josh. He's making us some looking at a new computer and a software that we're going to be upgrading through Windows 11 as Jacqueline has already mentioned. And my computer is working fine. It's like a workhorse, but it's not compatible. So it's one thing that we have to start working on. Also we have Real is also working on an app for us. We have a few ideas of what we want in our own app so that we can have members and people that will have exclusive access to various things, sound baths, and the different things coming up. And so we're really excited that Real is working on this, and we're looking to have all our podcasts on there. We got over 300 podcasts. and probably close to about 200 videos out on YouTube and so on and growing. So it's great to have people that can do that. And last week, I'm not sure if I mentioned this. Last week, I sent Shane a referral. It's one that these people are coming from Buckingham, and they visited Shane once through my direction, and they've been coming back ever since. So it's that reoccurring thing. So way to go, Shane. Whatever you're doing, people don't drive like and almost 2 hours to get to a chiropractor because they have to stay overnight because it's so long to go back to. They actually stay overnight, and so this is a good testament. What you're doing is working, my friend. Thank you. It's making me look good. All right. Back to you, Bernie.
Thank you, Tony. So, Creative Insight, Business Concierge, introduce you to other people. We have a BAM, we have a conversation. You can even have that BAM at Hive. If you want to do it in person, it's nice, centrally located in the Ottawa area. And kind of when I speak of the concierge piece, here's an example of it. There's a business called Cyberhoot. I've mentioned them already in the past. To get you that free training on how not to click on things that are bad for you. And some things you already know are bad for you. You leave those alone. But this trains you so you don't get hoodwinked, and so that way you don't need that extra cyber insurance because you've already had a failover event in your life. East Trade Winds tomorrow. Come on in, check it out. We'll have a good chat, and without much ado, Dwight, good day, sir. The floor is yours.
Hello. How are you all?
Good.
You can hear?
Yes.
Okay. Floor's mine. Okay. All right, everyone, you can go home now. I'm good. Morning, everyone. Welcome to Monday morning and a great week. We had a fabulous week and weekend, and we are Taste Sweet Life Catering. I had to remove the vegans Caribbean specialist from our tagline because we've ventured out into the world of lots of meats. Well, we're only specialized right now in chicken, but we've been doing this since we've opened the food truck. And one of the things I'll be talking to you about is just what we've been doing over the last little bit. And I'll pull up a presentation here. I'll link it. 1 second. Okay. First, we got to share. And from beginning. Okay. All right. Yeah. So,
perfect.
so we're all good.
Yeah, good to go, sir.
And hopefully you'll be able to hear everything, and I won't cut out. I've been cutting out all morning, and not sure what. Yeah, there's just something wrong with the internet at my place. It's been like this since we got here. So eventually, when we get into somewhere new, we'll make sure this is not an issue going forward. However, as you said, we're the Caribbean specialists in a sense that we've been creating vegan foods for the last 10 plus years. Over the last 3 years, we've basically been venturing into the markets, and we've been having lots of fun there, lots of good client base that's been coming out to most of our market, seeking the foods that we've been preparing. And one of the things we'll be showing you is just, I guess, a few of the items that we've been presenting to the market, the customer base for the last little while, and what we currently have at our trucks, our truck over in Vernon there, and just the addition that we've been put in to that and for the customers that have been coming to see us. So as we mentioned, we've been doing this over 10 plus years now. We've enjoyed what we do. It's not for the faint heart. It can be 7 days a week. Actually, the past month, I think we've had pretty much maybe two days off. One was on the 14th when our grandson came. And it wasn't, I guess he knew that we were going to be off that day. So he he popped in and then basically we had Saturday off sorta, but we were out running around trying to get stuff for the market and for the truck. So this is one of our dishes that it's been pretty much a bestseller on the menu item when we bring it to the market. This is called a chili Thai wrap, and basically it's just a combination of a lot of our veggies. It's a chili Thai beef, which is the vegan style. We've substituted this on the food truck for the chicken, jerk chicken or honey-based chili Thai, hon- honey mustard, or a chili, or sorry, honey garlic, and also a chili Thai in terms of the protein that we put in there. We have peppers, we have onions, our special sauce we created, and this one has a vegan cheese. And again, you can get just the regular dairy cheese with it. So yeah, this is one of our best sellers at the market. We always bring it, and whenever we do a lot of catering gigs, we bring that out, and our clientele do enjoy it.
That's a wrap?
That is, that's a
Wow,
wrap.
how do
So
you roll that up?
yeah,
That's
it's funny. We were preparing one yesterday at the market. We were at the Greeley market yesterday, and we had an audience just watching me putting it together and then trying to wrap it. Which I guess after 10 years of doing it, it comes like nothing now, right? But it's fresh ingredients. Everyone totally enjoys it, and we have customers coming back all the time and then just selecting that. So that's also, we do the same base, but we also have a jerk tofu that goes with this too. Or again, so jerk chicken, or just the three types of sauces we have with this wrap. And this is also one of our bowl dishes. So this is if you're hungry and you want to take home dinner, this is one of the ones that we always recommend to our clients. This is our curry roti bowl. And so we have on the right here, we have it's similar to naan bread, but it's a bread paste, it's a bread-based product. You break it up and you basically can dip it into the curry dal on the left. We have some coleslaw, vinaigrette dressing usually, or also a TSL sauce that we created. We got the fried plantain, and in this case, we have on the truck, we have the chicken. Again, you can have the jerk or a couple of different flavors you can have for the chicken protein there. And the one on the right is a similar bowl, but this case in rice or with bean protein. Bean is barbecue baked beans. Yeah, so these we've been offering at the market consistently, and it's totally enjoyable. We bring them out mostly. Well, actually, the curry bowl is out all the time. The carnival rice bowl, we bring it out mostly in the fall, winter, which it's more of a comfort food for a lot of people, and again, it goes across quite nicely. So this is one of our fun dishes, our fun snacks. People just want to sit in the corner and just don't want to talk to anyone. It gets pretty messy once you start eating it. It's the reggae taco crunch. And again, the base is similar to what we put in our wraps, but it's packed with a whole bunch of goodness. We have barbecue baked beans, peppers, some salsa, there's sauce, or cheese, avocado. So when you bite it, you're gonna have a whole lot of goodness when you taste this. And again, we bring this out a lot more so in the summer. On a warm day, a lot of people would just grab this and they run. and we had this at the truck for about a week, and they were basically we keep selling them out all the time. Because it's a fun dish. Um, and for those who just want no carb, we have the gluten-free, in a sense that, or no bread item or rice or anything like that. This is a gluten-free bowl. And this is basically, it's similar to the curry roti bowl, but it doesn't have any flour products in it. So we add in extra plantain for our clients. We have a little bit of avocado and pretty much everything else similar to what you get in the roti bowl. But this goes across real nicely, and for those who are gluten free, it's always a nice seller, and everyone usually enjoys that. And one of the things we advertise all the time is our patties. Right now, the season is. We usually bring out at this time fourth patty, which is the pumpkin lentil, and it's usually a really good seller. So we usually bring it out October to November, December type of scenario, and comes across really nicely. But the regular flavors being the beef and the chicken, they're always like going fast whenever we bring them to the market. And for those who don't want any, I guess, tofu base, then the curry chickpea with spinach is a great addition. And I guess clients would only select one, or they'll select a combination of if you buy a box anyways. But we have one clients that they are just totally endowed with the chicken flavor patty, and they would buy 5 or 6 at a time, 5 or 6 boxes at a time. And then we'll hear from them every 2 or 3 weeks when they're out. But and again, in terms of the patties that we create, the chicken is one of my favorite. The beef is most people know Jamaican patties by the beef, so we're always selling those. But the chicken one's usually one of my favorite. And my wife, she enjoys the curry chickpea with spinach. And then the pumpkin lentil, whenever we do bring it out, it's always, I said, it's always a great seller. So what do we have? I said all those items plus a few others. We do have that at the food truck. So you can never lack for vegan food when you pop in the food truck. And it's located at 8717 Bank Street. Where hours are usually 12 till 8, Monday to 12 till 7, Monday to Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, we go until 8. Because we've been at the market consistently for the past month, on the weekends we haven't been there, and we've been getting calls for people, I guess in the small town area, and they don't really want to cook or go out, and so we may end up having to, I guess, go in for a few hours on the weekends that we may be off over the course of next month, and just go in there for a few hours and I guess help out those who are over there. So we'll see how that unfolds though. Yeah, so as I said, we're open Monday to Friday. Actually, we have the Lansdowne Pavilion sign there. But yeah, so Monday to Friday, 12 till 8, 12 till 7. Sorry, Monday to Wednesday, 12 till 7, Fridays till 8. And yeah, it's a nice little venue to pop in. I said you'll be able to have some chicken protein in the form of jerk chicken, chili Thai, or honey mustard, honey garlic, or if you just want the plain fried chicken, we are able to do that. Basically, it smells like KFC. So if you anytime we usually prep it early in the morning, and the the fumes permeate the airways, and we see customers popping in to buy some chicken wings. So It's a great. I guess one of the things recall from growing up with my grandmother was that she used to be a cook at the local school. And one of the things I remembered about her was in the mornings when she was in to make breakfast for the school, was whatever she was cooking, the entire schoolyard would basically be running towards the kitchen because the fumes were so penetrating, and likewise for lunch. And so when we started doing this at the market or right now at the food truck, and the smells, it reminds me of that scenario. Yes, but both of us, my wife and I, have been totally enjoying what we've been doing. Um, actually, so this is the truck itself. Um, and yeah, so we were just having a little bit of, hope you heard, well, actually, there wasn't anything. It was just some music playing in the background there. But these are some of the items that we sell there, and I guess just preparing and having some fun. Um, so one of the things we started creating last week was apple pockets, I guess for the season. So these are basically geez, there, yeah, just a mini apple pies. So basically it's just apple pie filling there, and it's baked off. And actually we had two flavors or two sides of it, two forms of it last week when we created it. We had a fried one and a baked one. The fried one was really good, but we tend when once we started transporting, seems to bake as easily, whereas the bake one came out really nice, and we're able to transport it. So you'll be able to, if you're at the market this coming Saturday, we'll be bringing some in, and you can test them out. But they're really tasty, and a couple of bites and you're done. So you can't just have one. Guess we baked off probably about 2 dozen, and between my wife and I, most of them are gone, and we gave some to her children to try, and they totally enjoyed it. So if you pop in at 613, which is coming up this Saturday, down at Lansdowne Pavilion, you'll be able to enjoy some of them, some of those, and along with a lot of our dishes. So one of the things we do is that we still only just bring the vegan dishes to the market. Guess we've gotten easy. It's been easier to transport and keep everything in intact with that, as opposed to the meat dishes. So the meats are just going to be at the truck. So if you want to experience the meat protein, then you'll have to show up at the truck to enjoy some of that. But at the markets, it will just be your specialty in terms of the vegan side. And our following's just been, I said, it's been great in terms of having repeat customers, whether or not we're at Greeley, which we were at yesterday, or Lansdowne, or some of the other ones that we do attend. But yeah, so this is what we've been doing, and it's been keeping us really active. Guess I said we pretty much be there 5 to 7 days, well, 5 days plus 2 days on the market type of scenario. So no free time until the season ends, which probably be in another end of next month or so. We've been having great weather the past month since we've been open, and for the next week or two, we see that it's supposed to be good. So more than likely, we'll go until end of October, and hopefully we'll just be continually a great success. This video, this is just one of the commercial videos. I'm not sure if the sound will populate, but it's Again, it's just highlighting some of our the items we offer. Yeah, the sound's not and this is more of a testimonial from one of the customers that was there at the Lansdowne. And I guess our patties. One of the clients enjoying the patties again at the market. And we've had one of the things we've been doing is just taking a lot of testimonials from the customers enjoying whether the patties or the food, and it's just been a great feedback. And so we've been enjoying everything about it, and said it's a lot of work, but just the feedback from everyone, the response from everyone that we've been offering it to, it's just been a lot of fun, and I guess makes you want to continue to do it a little bit more. So that's all I have for now. So as I said, we'll be at the market this coming Saturday, Lansdowne from 10 till 4. And we'll be at the truck today from 12 till 7, and then if you're in the area, just pop in and come and enjoy some of the meals. And that's it.
Thank you, Dwight. Somebody have a question for Dwight? Go ahead, Sam. You have to unmute though, bud.
Sorry about that. The address, what's your address on Bank Street?
It's 8717 Bank Street. So basically just follow Bank all the way down. It's right as soon as you hit Vernon, we're going to be on the left-hand side. There's a convenience store.
Was it 877 or 8717?
8717.
8717.
Okay. That's what I want to make sure. Thank you.
That's what I wasn't sure.
Right, Kat.
Yep. Dwight, could you email me that video so that I can get it put up for Phoenix and do a plug for the Lansdowne Market this weekend?
Absolutely.
There you go. Whoa, slam dunk.
Go ahead, Mike.
Dwight, do you, great presentation. Thank you. Very yummy. Do you, Nicole, do you still do consulting for individuals that are looking to get on a lifestyle change with their food and they take in their diets and that?
Yeah, we do. We haven't had much time to focus on that because the catering's been taking us to a different level. But yeah, we do that for clients and that.
You just have to keep going to the food truck. And Kat is wondering if you could send any of that food to Scotland.
Can try.
And close us with a quote for the day. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. That's from courtesy of Carl Jung.